The other function we'll review here is the range function, and this is where you can choose your own number if you want to kind of fool around and try different proportions, harmonic proportions, other than what's offered in the auto range. For example, let's say you wanted to work with a combination of 15s and 30s. And I should say at this point that there are 88 steps in the Mastercolors system. The strongest relationship being white against black, which is 88 steps. Okay, so this is what these steps are measuring. So here I'll punch in a 30. As you can see, it goes into the contrast range box up here, create palette, and this will give you a palette of all 30s from the target color. Actually, it happened to be that red that was in there. Now, if I was doing a harmonic combination on the red, I might be looking for 15s and 30s. And we've discovered in our research is that these simple doubling progressions create the most orderly, harmonic feeling in the work of art. So it's not like we're looking for complicated mathematics. In fact, we want the mathematics to be as simple as possible. Okay? And we've worked a lot of this out for the artist. As you can see, it gives you a nice array of colors that are 15 steps off whatever that target color was. This is another one of the palette functions, and this one's pretty cool and quite useful from time to time. This is where you can actually take two target colors, and find, let's say, all the colors that form a one-to-one proportion, which basically is just another way of saying that all the colors in the system are the same distance from two target colors. As you can see, that's a little bit more selective. You're not going to get as many results there. And of course, you can see that's measured as you get two double contrast boxes coming up right above the palette. Just very quickly, I'm going to execute a typical graphic design piece that an artist might get at work or freelancing or whatever. And we're just going to go ahead. And in this case, this basically boils down to finding a combination of 4 different colors that are going to work with this ad. Okay. All right, here I'm going to start with the white as my target color, because as you can see, all these boxes are up against the white here. Okay, I'm going to start with that upper gray box. I'm going to use my auto range function, and I'm thinking probably something around 20. And as you're working with Composer, you'll get used to these numbers, and you'll get a real feeling for what you're looking for very quickly. All right, we're going to start off with the green, and now I'm going to take this green, and I'm going to find a color that's about 20 steps from that green. Go to the auto range palette, create palette. As you can see, you just get a gorgeous array of colors as you're working this way as well. I'm not going to spend a lot of time thinking, okay, that's in the 10 category. I'm not going to spend a lot of time thinking about it, But I'm just going to put a nice assembly of colors together here. Now here, just for variety, I'm going to go for a 10 here. All right, so what we have here basically is a very simple proportional relationship. We have basically 20 from the white to the green, 20 to the red, and then we've reduced it in half. We have a 10, this brown is 10 to the red, so we have this 1 to 2 proportional relationship. And already we're starting to get a sense of orderliness here. Now I'm just going to go around the clock here and final color for that last box. I think we'll pick something dramatically different here. Okay. So as you can see, we have a nice sense of orderliness. We have a harmonic going here. The math is very simple. What's complex are the color choices, but the simple, proportional math, as we said, very similar to the way musical tone and timing work. That all harmony has an simple underlying orderliness to it, and these are generally understood to be, classic proportions. And we'll go into, as I said, I'll go into that in a little more detail later. You can do quite a few of these very quickly. All right, from here, we're going to go on to another section of the class, and what we're going to do in the next section is we're actually going to work with some of the cutouts by the great master Matisse, which are excellent for students studying how to compose color. And of course, Matisse himself was working on problems of proportion and color composition in his work. So these are a lot of fun to work with, and next section we'll actually start designing some real artwork here. Okay?